I think I'm still figuring out who I am. I think there's certain traits that I'm sure that I have. I'm happy with who I am right now. I feel like I could improve in certain areas, but I'm looking forward to just like figuring things out about myself and growing through experience. I'm definitely like content with where my life is. I can't say that I'm not, but I know that there's room for improvement.
I mean, I have an idea. I have like a sketch of who I am, and I think I enjoy being who I am. I think that even if there are parts that maybe I don't like, I try to change them, and I am aware of that. And I think that I'm making progress towards changing that kind of behavior or attitudes that I have. But in the general, I think that I'm a cool person. So yeah, I will say that I'm pretty happy.
I would say so. I feel like I've spent the past 2 or 3 years really trying to get to know myself, really trying to work through different issues and trying to be the best person I can be for the people around me. I'm pretty happy with who I am today. I have a lot that I want to accomplish, and I get impatient with the day to day sometimes. But I'm very happy with myself. I think the happiest I've ever been in my life because I've been able to be myself.
I think I have sort of figured out who I am. Something that I'm proud of is that I know what I like, I know what I want to do, and I don't feel pressures to sort of go against that. I'm pretty secure in who I am and what I like, so I would say like peer pressure or coming to a new place, it wasn't that big of a thing for me.
I know who I am. I've always known who I am. I'm not really the type of person that's kind of had conflict with that. I see myself as always growing. I always talk to my friends and my husband about things, and I say, okay, if we're not growing today, then what are we doing? If we're not doing something to make us more of ourselves, then there's no point to having today.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with who I am today, for sure. But I still think we constantly grow as individuals. Every day, we're learning something new.
Just turned 24 and I feel like I don't even know like half of the stuff I should know by now. I see most of my friends are like married and with kids. I'm like, oh, cool. We both graduate at the same time, right? I'm still like struggling to find out what I want to do in life, and you're like here. So I'm still definitely growing as a person.
I think I know who I am. I hope I find out more of who I am. And you said, am I happy? Mm-hmm. I'm okay. I guess just I'm in a place in my life of transition, so I'm trying to figure a lot out. And so, like, one minute I'll be like super happy and super satisfied, and then the next minute I'm like, I feel like I should be doing a million other things right now. So I'm okay.
So to answer the question of do I know who I am, I think it's more of I know who I was and I'm trying to get back to that place. And am I happy with who I am? I'm not a bad person, and that makes me happy. I'm not vindictive or, I don't manipulate people, and I'm not, bad. But I feel like I can always be working harder and pushing farther, and sometimes it's hard to do that. So that's not something I'm happy with, and I think I'll get there.
I'm working on it. I'm at a point where I'm alone, and I get to be selfish. So I've never really got to be selfish. I always put all my energy in someone else, and I always gave myself, emotionally and mentally, and I guess now I'm kind of finally starting to be alone in the city, alone by myself. It's a little redundant, but so I guess that's my main goal right now, is to work on myself, work on my happiness, and I'm excited.
5 years. Shit.
Hopefully still breathing. That's like the only really concern I have. Just to be alive in the next 5 years because of all the damage I've done to my body.
I don't know where I see myself. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. So, physically, I don't know where I'm going to be. But I hope to finally be happy and to, I guess, doing the things I've always wanted to do.
Normally, I don't look past an hour ahead of time, but I would like to be still living in Austin, working one job. I would really like to be like a personal stylist or a shopper. So I like dressing people. That's where I want to be in 5 years or less.
I would love to be in New York. I don't know what. I want a puppy. And some cool apartment in Brooklyn. I don't know what I'd be doing. Something fun.
So I would say that in 5 years, if I'm financially stable, if I'm happy, if I'm being a productive member of society, I think that's good enough. I think that I do have big aspirations and I plan on meeting those aspirations. It's just, it's hard to say where I'm going to be because it seems like every day I'm like doing something completely different. So
I see myself working on my art and just being an expert as far as like expressing myself and really just creating conceptual art for other people to understand and relate to. I see myself in another city.
In 5 years from now, I see myself finishing up my second assignment in the Air Force, which as of right now, I don't know where that will be. My first assignment is going to be in Japan, in Okinawa. But in 5 years from now, that I'll be finishing up my second assignment, and then I'll be deciding whether I want to renew my contract in the Air Force or leave the Air Force and pursue something else in the civilian world. So I don't really know what I'll do once I get there. But by the time I'll get there, I'll have figured it out.
I see myself going to law school or hopefully soon becoming a lawyer. If not that, moving up in a company, becoming director of advertising or director of marketing. But I see myself achieving, and I see myself moving forward, definitely not holding anything back, because time goes, and time is going to always keep going, but what you do is going to be your choice.
I really, really hope that I have directed at least one feature film by then. I'll be pissed if I haven't. I would say at least one film under my belt, another one in pre-production, and then hopefully a TV pilot.
I'm a film and education double major, so I want to be a teacher, I want to be a filmmaker, a documentarian. I would love to own a coffee shop one day. I'd love to be a house husband, like that seems like a dream. I have so many life plans that I'm sure I will end up somewhere between all of them. But the one thing that I do know is that 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, I'm going to be working hard at something because that is one thing that has been a constant in my life. I've always had way too much to do, and I love that. I love having a packed schedule where I have to work hard and really figure difficult things out. So regardless of if I'm owning a shop or making movies or whatever, I'll definitely be learning more about it, obsessively trying to figure everything out about that and just working hard because that's sort of what drives me every day.
5 years is scarier to me than 10 years from now. 5 years to me seems a little too close for me to even know what is going to happen. 10 years, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'll own a home, I'll like have a haircut. But 5 years from now seems so close. Because when I think about myself 5 years ago, and I was just starting college, and now I'm done with college, and I'm like, wait, I look up and I'm happy about the things I've done and my accomplishments. But now I have another 5 years, I have to worry about my accomplishments again. So 5 years from now is 5 years from now. Today is what's on the mind. So
Hopefully, I just hope that in 5 years I'm doing what I love to do, and probably with someone that I love as well.